and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen, and it comes in this sort of taped up black outer box here. So let me remove the lid on this and I'll show you what I have inside. So if I remove the lid, you'll see here Magna Carta. Now, Magna Carta is an Indian brand, but it's a brand that I am really starting to like. So it comes in this sleeve. So let me remove the sleeve here. And you have this box here with the Magna Carta logo. And if I show you here, you can see it's actually like an acrylic box here that you have the pen sit in. And if I lift the lid, you'll see this beautiful pen. Now, this is, as I said, a pen from India, and I know when anybody says a pen from India, people start thinking about noodlers. They start thinking about the vegetable resin pens that smell. I have a distinct smell to them, and it's very difficult to get rid of that smell because it's resin made of vegetables. But this is something entirely different, and I am really impressed by this pen. So this is the Magna Carta, and this is the Cambridge, but it's not any Cambridge. This is a Cambridge. It's a limited edition version of the Cambridge here. And the pen here, it's a brass bodied and cap pen here, but then it's basically plated in 24 karat gold, and also you have this PVD plating here as well. And this really adds to, I think, the quality of the pen. You'll see here that it has M for Magna Carta there, and it has a very large clip. Now this clip is springy, but it is quite tight. It is a large clip, so maybe not everybody would enjoy a large clip like that, but I think once that's in your shirt pocket, it will actually look quite nice if you do put pens in shirt pockets. Now, I do love this pattern, this lovely sort of guilloche sort of pattern that's going on here around this pen. I think this pen is a really, really good quality. So you have got the cap finial here, and on the other end, it's just a slightly rounded off end cap here. Now, you do have the name here, and it says Magna Carta, and then the M again there or actually M and C, I guess. It's for Magna Carta. If I unscrew the cap, the first thing you'll see here is that a lot of people don't like gold section or silver section or chrome section pens because they find that they are slippery. This is not a slippery section here. This has a lovely deep pattern, and I say deep, I feel it, but it doesn't cause me any pain or any kind of discomfort, and I think that in itself is actually quite nice. Now, it does have a steel nib. I got a broad nib on this one. I did buy this pen from Magna Carta. So this is a broad nib. It's a Magna Carta steel nib. It's not a gold nib. It's not a Bock or Yovo nib. So Magna Carta started out with Bock nibs, and they have since moved to in-house nibs. The interesting thing what they are doing though is they're putting ebonite feeds on their pens, and this helps with ink flow. So if you like a nice wet or juicy writing nib, then you really want a pen with an ebonite feed, and I like the feed on this a lot. In terms of the filling mechanism, I'll show you here. It is a cartridge converter, and if I show you here, it does say Schmidt there on the converter. So it's a standard Schmidt International converter. Now, I do have it inked, but as you can see here, like, it is almost out of ink. Like, it really doesn't have a lot of ink in here. So I have been writing with this. You see here, it's got gold threads here, gold threads there, or metal brass threads. So this is a really nice pen. And in terms of the size of my hand, this is a really nice size for me. In terms of weight, it is a weighty pen. It's not a ultralight pen. In terms of, can I post the cap? I will show you here. I believe it's plastic threads, might be ebonite. I think it's plastic. And if I post the cap, I can post it. It does make it a bit long. It does make it a little bit back weighted. It's not something that personally I would want to do, and you might start scuffing up either this plating or you might even start damaging the threads there. So it wouldn't be something that I would post, but you can post it if you want to. But this is a really beautiful pen. I like it a lot. I do find that the edge here probably is a little bit more on the sharp side. So if you are holding the pen up here, you will feel that sharpness there against the body where the threads connect in. I can just feel that there if I'm doing that. But it doesn't bother me. I don't hold my pens up that high normally. So for me, this is a really good length pen. And it's a pen that I'm liking writing with at the moment. So I'm interested at the Magna Carta brand even more now. I have at least 2 pens from Magna Carta. I may be having more. This for the price, it's $200 or thereabouts. This is a limited edition version of the Cambridge, so this typically might sell for a little bit more than the regular Cambridge, but this for me is a really good pen. So I think let's do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking at about 143 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we're looking at 60. Actually, no, we're looking at 70 millimeters in length because it comes down here. And then if I unscrew the cap there and we'll do a check to the tip of the nib, we are looking at about 125 millimeters in length. So it's not a bad length pen, and you can see that here in the size of my hand as well. So I think let's do a weight check. So this pen is inked up, but it's almost on empty. So I would say that this really is an uninked pen. The weight of the pen, you're looking at just over 66 grams in weight. So you can see there that this is a hefty pen. The weight of the cap is just under 28 grams. And then the weight of the body of the pen, we are looking at just over 30.5 grams in weight. So this is a hefty pen, but it's a pen that I really do like the size on. It's a really good pen. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a London pen company. This is the Christopher 15 in primary manipulation. We have a TWSBI VAC 700R in the iris. We have a Pilot Custom 823 in the clear. We have a Parker Duofold Centennial in the pearl and black. We have a Parker Duofold Prestige in the blue chevron. We have a Magna Carta. This is the Cambridge limited edition. We have a Visconti Homo Sapiens London Fog. We have a Pelican M600 Turquoise White, a Pelican M800 Vibrant Blue, and a Pelican M1000, and this is Radon Starlight. So I think with that, let's go and do a writing sample. So this is the Magna Carta, and this is the Cambridge, and it's the limited edition. Now, I got this with a broad steel nib. And I have the Oxford, and I got that in a medium nib, and I just felt that I'd like to have something that was maybe in a broad nib. Now, you can see that this is a very wet pen because it is already feathering here, and this is on Oxford optic paper, so you do have to be a little bit careful because this is a wet feed. So in terms of the ink in here, I have it inked up with Diamine, and it's Apple Glory, which for me is a beautiful green, bright green pen. In terms of line variation, you'll see here that this is a standard like Western broad nib. Now I can push a little bit harder and get more line variation out of it if I want to. But you'll see here that there are no hard starts or skips on these lines. And again, you can see here that this is feathering quite a lot. So feathering can be partly due to the paper, but it can also be down to the ink and also the wetness of the nib. So you may find that it's better writing with some more less absorbent papers, things like Tomoe River, also like photocopier paper, things like that. They will be less prone to feathering. Now, in terms of ink wetness, let's have a look. You'll see here that this isn't a fire hose nib, but it's wet enough to be wet and not dry. But I do like this pen. I do like how it writes. I've written a lot with this on Tomoe River recently, and to really test this pen out, and I have not had any feathering on that whatsoever or spreading. So for me, what do I like and what do I not like about this pen? Well, I love that this is 24 karat gold plated. I like that there's heft in the brass body here of the pen, and that it's plated, and also it's got PVD plating on it as well. I like that the pen's only $200 US. To me, that's 150 UK pound. I think this is an affordable pen. I think, although I don't have issues with it, I think some people might have issues with the chunkiness of this clip, possibly. The clip is very functional and springy. It's spring-loaded. I personally don't have issues with that. I like the clip. I think, though, it might be better if the clip was thinner. But I like this pen. I guess that's probably the only thing that I would say that I'm not a great fan on that clip. But I like that it has a steel nib. I like that it has an ebonite feed. I like that they're actually making their own in-house nibs as well at Magna Carta. So for me, this is an interesting combination here from Magna Carta in India. I think there has always been this myth of Indian pens not being of good quality, just like a lot of the pens that come out of China as well, certainly in terms of Western countries and Western beliefs. I think Magna Carta have absolutely smashed this and dispelled that, because this is a really good quality pen, and I am really liking this pen a lot. So I did pay for this pen. This wasn't sent to me on loan for review, and I bought this pen after I'd already tried the Oxford, and I have the Oxford here, so I can just compare the two. If you're interested in the size difference, the Oxford is the bottom one, the Cambridge is the top one. So I'd already purchased the Oxford before, and because I liked it so much, I then bought the Cambridge limited edition, which you have here today on this review. So really, there isn't anything that I dislike about this pen. I like everything about the pen. I like that it's quality, and I like that finally we're seeing some good things, some really good quality pens coming from India. So I have to take my hat off to Hiran and his family, who are behind the Magna Carta brand. They're doing a really good job here, and I'd like to see a lot more pens coming from them in the near future. So there you have it. That's my Magna Carta Cambridge limited edition pen with a broad steel nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.